Welcome to my channel. My name is Angela and I'm back with a few more tips. Today we're going to talk about why do we go back. Before I do that, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping. So please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And also remember, if you're in immediate danger, please call 911 or contact the domestic hotline at 800-799-SAFE. 800-799-7233. With that being said, I will go into today's topic. Why do we go back? And I took some notes, so you're going to see me looking down off the camera. The first thing, the reason why I went back and most of us went back is feeling that you have no way out. Being addicted to the relationship itself. And let me explain what I mean about that. There's control on both ends. Control from the abuser and control by you. The abuser control you by telling you what to do, and then they show remorse. Once you see the remorse, you take the role of trying to fix it. Here's where your control comes in. Here's where your addiction comes in. You control, you try to fix them. You try to figure a way out. You start to use your mind to help them. And what's wrong with that is you can't fix a broken person. That's something they have to work on themselves. You can only suggest and you can give information, but you don't have to stay around for the abuse or stick around for any of that. You need to move on. And then number two, you stay because you really start to believe that you're making a difference in the person's behavior. And you're not. You know, this is still piggybacking off of number one. You're still in the realm of trying to control the situation. And the best thing would be for you to do is figure out how you're going to leave the situation. Because you're not making a difference in this person's life. Just because they came back, because you came back or they came back, whichever one, and you've been in now back together for a month, things seem to be in the honeymoon stage. You know, this person is real attentive. They're being better than they was the last 6 months you were together or the last year. It just seems like things are finally falling in place. But that's just a ruse. If this person didn't actually get true help, then nothing is the same. Nothing has changed. Everything has remained the same. And within a matter of time, it will come back out and it's going to be worse than it was before. Every time you leave and come back, or that person, or you allow the person to come back in your life, it's always going to be worse than it was before. So keep that in mind. Once you get out, stay out. And I know that's easy to say, but it's a fact that you need to keep in your head. You need to understand that once you're out, stay out. Because nowadays, if you go back, or if you even try to meet with the person, it could end up to you losing your life. So be mindful of going back. And number three, you start blaming yourself when things in a relationship start to manifest what it always has been. The worst of that person, how they make you feel, and just the same energy you had before you left or before you allowed them back. So you start blaming yourself. You start saying, well, maybe if I had have done this, the person wouldn't have never left. Or maybe if I had have did this, or I shouldn't have never left to begin with. And it's just a vicious cycle that you put yourself through. You keep going on and on about how you could have fixed that over 50 different scenarios. I know that's what I was doing, so I'm sure that most people do the same. So the other one is fear, and that's a big one. That's the main one for a lot of people. Afraid of what may happen if you stay gone away too long. You know, not having a place to go, ashamed of going to a shelter, not wanting to be labeled as a weak person. Those are all the reasons that I stayed. You know, as I mentioned, we both work and we had good jobs. I just didn't want my coworkers to know I didn't talk about it to friends or family because I was ashamed. I didn't want anybody to look down on me and think that I was a weak person, because most of my friends always looked at me as being one of the strongest persons they knew. But some of them didn't know what was going on. I became sheltered away from a lot of people. I didn't have a lot of people around me because of him. So I just wanted to say that being abused is not specified to just one type of people. It knows no age, gender, race, or financial status. Your education has nothing to do with you being abused. People stay for the simple fact that they are afraid. It doesn't matter how much money you don't have or how much money you do have. I would suggest, if you do have disposable income, find a way to get out of this. Stay safe in doing it, but make sure that you don't become a victim and never leave. So I said all that to say that you are strong, you are wise, and you're not stupid, and things will happen if you just make the right move. That's all I have to say for today. I will be back. Today has kind of been difficult for me doing this video. I'm not sure why, but it's been a little stressful. But I'm going to keep coming, and hopefully this will help someone. If you need to reach out to me, you can do so by utilizing the comments, or you can send me an email, and all that will be linked in my description box below. Thank you for listening. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share.